Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hope you all are having a great day. I have some popcorn. I don't know if you can see that. We got a popcorn maker for Christmas that we never used until now, and we decided to make popcorn at damn near 2 a.m. So we are chilling, dude. Iris, mind if I join you? Not at all, please do. Looks like you and Monroe are in for it for the long haul. I think so, and I'm really glad. Honestly, even if he did want to leave, I'm not sure I'd follow. That's certainly comforting to me. You don't trust him, do you? I don't know if it's that, but I'm not sure what he wants. That scares me in a person. It is very terrifying. So there's two sides of this coin. I'm going to give y'all some wisdom, some elderly Unk wisdom, if you will. So if you can't tell a man's intention, obviously that means he's untrustworthy. But if a man is too honest and open, it means he's untrustworthy. You know what I mean. You want a person to be right in that sweet spot. Right in that sweet spot where they understand social cues and they know how to keep their mouth shut. But you don't want them so clammy that they won't tell you anything. You can't really befriend them, but you don't want them so open and honest that they'll just blather about everything you're doing. It's a problem. It's a problem when people are too honest. Just as well. Makes sense. I'm not sure he knows what he wants, but I think he's finding it here more than he'd admit. I hope so. How did you end up in the service? We met in Swift Harbor, actually, not long before we boarded Ford's ship. He had business Hal Finn. Now he's looking to take a new job. Swift Harbor is a long way from Nealis. That was the idea, really, being black-blooded and all. Oh, their blood's black. What a vile name. I suppose that's one more reason a trip across the Barrow appealed to you. Definitely. Do you ever miss home? All the time. That's the worst part, I think. I know I can't go back, not for a long way anyway, but I never hated it. To be honest, my childhood was wonderful. I had loving parents, plenty of space to learn and grow before the whole incident, of course. You mean the event that gave you those scars? Yes, those men would have done anything they could to hurt my father. I'm sorry. It's difficult to talk about sometimes. Of course, I don't mean to pry. You know, I miss my home often too. My childhood room, my family. You weren't born in Delia? No, Densk, actually.
Wow!
Wow! That must have been incredible. It had its perks, but I was never meant to stay. I heard my calling, first to the priesthood, then to the order. I wasn't really at home in Densk. But the priesthood, the order, they gave me purpose, connected me to something I believe in. This fucking... the camera shutter is open, I know that. I feel that way too, about this group. I mean, do you? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. And I think we can carry a part of home with us too, wherever we go. I think that becomes part of whatever purpose or beliefs we end up following. That would explain many things, like how the road, a good friend, or some quiet meditation can feel the same way as home, sometimes anyway.
That sounds right.
Yeah, sometimes. Bianca, Benji! Hey, bud, how's your head? Fine. Why? Something wrong with it? How much time you got? That's fucked up, bro. That's a good joke. For what? To talk? Don't worry about it. Just want to make sure you didn't jumble anything around back there at the Trail of the Soul. You know, when you tried that whole Benji smash thing, Yeah, I remember.
Who'd have thunk?
Hey, that's a good sign. I really thought that was gonna work. I bet you did. Well, if you start to feel your head throb, don't try to sleep it off. Go see Marion and she'll pet. He fucking tried to hammer his own head in, didn't he? And they just ended up beating the shit out of each other.
Hey, thanks!
Thanks, Bianca. I appreciate you looking out for me like that. You're a good friend.
What now?
Benji, whoa. I mean, it's nothing, buddy, really. But yeah, happy to lend a hand when I can. That's what it's all about, right? Yeah, I'm glad you taught me that.
Not even.
I hardly think you learned that from all from me.
It's simple.
Well, you remember what you said before about being on the same team and protecting each other? Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Yeah, I guess it is.
Nothing less than the best.
That's worth something then. I'm on a great team, the best of the best. And when you're the best, there's no one else quite like you. I'd say that's pretty lucky. That's right, Benji. For all of you out there suffering with anxiety, future, past, present, watching this video that's going to come out eventually, if you ever have anxiety, ask yourself, what would Benji and Benji do? That is lucky. We're definitely worth something. You're the best team then, Benji. May we play to win. Isn't any other way to play. That's right, bitch. There isn't any other way to play. Did you find it strange at all, returning to Veroa? No stranger than the times themselves. Things look changed somehow, and Izin's hope especially. The gardens seem overgrown, and the shoreline was different than I remembered.
It is willed.
The seasons turn, and the lungs of Terrazel breathe with no regard for mortal affairs. They will when we invent the steam engine. I will say this. I think the greatest fantasy thing, I think it was ReZero that did it, actually. There's always the problem in fantasy worlds of what about new technology. War, unfortunately, drives innovation. And if you're gonna have a long-standing something like this, you kind of have to address the fact that at some point someone's gonna make a tank. Or they're gonna try to find a way to do a gun. And an easy cop-out, well, it's not a cop-out, an easy thing to say is that, oh, there's just no gunpowder. Gunpowder doesn't exist in my world, you can't make a gun. And that's a perfectly reasonable excuse. That's if you don't have something to go kablooey, you don't have something to fire a gun. That's just how it is. I think ReZero did it the best though. I think it's ReZero, don't take my word for that. If you haven't watched ReZero, go check it out. This isn't a big spoiler, but it's still second season's kind of ass. First season's great though. Where he's like, what about firearms? And they're like, we have magic. Why, it just takes, why would we use firearms? And that was the best explanation for it. Because I always think about these fantasy worlds, I always wonder how the author would address someone inventing a fucking German crossbow. You know what I mean? Fuck, I'm sick. It was really hard to breathe because of my asthma. And you know the worst part? I feel like shit breathing. I ran farther than I did. Like, my cardio's gotten better. I ran farther than I have. Like, yeah, it's nuts. Anyway, back to the story. Sorry, I'm just yammering because I'm tired. Hopefully it's entertaining. Let me know if it's entertaining. You're right. I guess it just goes to show how much time has passed. For me, less so. Do you have any desire to visit home while we were there? I know you weren't so close with your family, but is there anyone you'd like to see again?
I wonder.
Perhaps there is one. I had a friend at the monastery, a mentor. She had resided there for some time when I arrived, and remained after I left.
Mm-hmm.
What was her name? Nira. She was wise and gentle. I'm sure she was, especially if you thought so. Have you ever considered visiting her? No, I cannot return. Not even to the island. It is forbidden for one who has heard the call of the gods, and as you've observed, things change of their own accord. It's a delusion to think one can return to times past.
As you will.
I suppose it is, but sometimes it's a happy delusion.
I don't understand.
I don't see much use for such things. Well, then consider yourself lucky. You seem to have made your peace with the truth of things, Helena. I admire that. And your courage and fidelity. You have much to teach yourself. How does the saying go? To the eager student, life is a perpetual teacher. Something of that spirit. That's good enough for me. Way to spell out your message there. I'm so glad you did that. There's no way I, a man with a functioning brain, could have extrapolated your message. Stop putting quotes and shit to explain the point. Let the reader figure it out. God. So aggravating. Was it strange for you, passing through Airmore again after all we've been through? Many other words come to mind before strange, but yes, I suppose it was. What does come to mind? It was sobering, I think. A reminder of all we stand to lose, and that's already lost. You're speaking Valaris. Yes, I am. I saw it too when we were crossing the border.
Of course.
Hard to miss, really. I used to think the stories were exaggerated. Stories often are. But this one wasn't. I can only guess the city once had structures because some of the piles of soot and debris are larger than others. Don't let yourself forget what you saw, Irving. Someday you may find it useful to remember that kind of destruction people are capable of. I just can't believe anyone can look at those ashes and feel proud of what they've done. I don't imagine anyone does. If I had to guess, I'd say there's not a soul out there who feels remotely responsible for it on a personal level. Not even Varric. That's what can come out of the wrong type of obedience. I don't know. That I'll see it restored to its former glory in my lifetime. Does King Darius have no plans to rebuild it? I wouldn't expect so, at least not before some kind of armistice is established. No use in setting up walls only for others to come and knock them down. Well, not entirely. That makes sense. I had several times with my family. It was always such a vibrant and bustling place. And it's the great hall of history. I can still hear our tutor teaching us about it now. Constructed by the renowned architect Theos the Magnificent, to commemorate the founding of this hub and of trade. That sounds quite impressive. It was. Its windows were designed to cast shadows on the floor and walls, which told the story of the city's founding. As the sun's path changed with the seasons, new parts of those scenes were revealed. That's fucking cool, though. That's dope. That's such a good idea, dude. Fuck. I kind of want to do that now. If only I was rich. I'd make a fucking park with that shit, dude. Any chance part of it still stands under all that rubble? Perhaps to someone, it was likely the sturdiest building for miles around, but even so, I'm sure the damage is immense. From what I understand, the city was built by Dalians and Aramorans alike, wasn't it? You're well studied. I hope Irving and this princess get together, bro. They're so cute together. Maybe Dalians or Aramorans can join hand once more for its reconstruction. If priests come soon enough, who knows? Maybe we might walk in its streets again someday. That's a pleasant thought, Irving. I'll try to hold on to that. Hey, Irving, what happened when you went in there? Did you actually talk to a god? I assume you're asking about the trial of the soul when I entered the inner sanctum?
Yep.
Yeah, he talked to a Reddit moderator. It was awful. He immediately quoted like the most basic quote ever and then didn't further any point at all, like ruining every interaction they ever had in the dialogue box because they immediately pointed out the plot to the reader. Hey, that cloud looks like a pig. Do you see that? The right one? It's on the right of my screen. The one right next to Alden. I just noticed that. Kind of looks like a little piggy. So hold on. Because there's a little nose and two little eyes. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we all tried putting our ears against the wall. Well, most of us anyway. But we couldn't hear anything. Just silence. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some magic at work suppressing the sound. The voice I heard was not quiet. It was as clear as I might sound speaking to you now.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy. I consider the possibility that I was losing the mind myself, just as it was happening. Thankfully, I seem to have gone on alright since. None of this is real, Irving. You're still in there. But to answer your question, I'm not sure who or what I talked to. All I know is that it claimed to be Coeli Sumash, the god of soul. It wasn't like anything I ever encountered. I know my issue with this game's dialogue. There's no subtlety. There's no like foreplay in it. You know what I mean? You enter a conversation and your job is to poke and prod at the other person to spark some sense of excitement or friendliness or joy. You know, just something, some positive emotion. Then you build that connection and you joke and you learn more about them and that, yada, yada, yada. People just tend to tell you shit if you do this right. It's a very good skill to have. Because you befriend a lot of people this way. So... And it's a personal problem of mine, even in everyday it annoys the fuck out of me when someone comes in and they just immediately ruin the topic by over-explaining something, or you're having an intellectual discussion and some nerd comes along and is like, oh, yes, that's from Sun Tzu, and pulls out his fucking weeaboo sword and fucking Sun Tzu book. I have it right here. And you're like debating, like, fucking, I don't know, night culture, you know what I mean? Like, it irritates me when there's no... in between the lines reading, because I think that's very fun to practice. I'm looking at the background colors. The middle one kind of looks like a fucking dude with a mustache. That's nuts. Maybe I just painted random shit into the clouds to see if anyone would notice. That's what's bothering me about some of the interactions with this game in the main story, or even some of the side dialogue, where at the end they'll just like immediately explain the whole purpose of it, and you're like, man, I really wish you just gave my brain something to chew on. Because that's all, boy, I'm just a selfish person, and I like, and my brain, because the way it is built, likes stimulus all the time from everywhere. Because of my ADHD. It helps me focus the more stimulus I have, so if you yank that away from me, you're yanking away my focus from your game. I have this beard, and I'm super fucking, it's itchy. What up, Hub World? I have this beard and it's super fucking itchy. But it keeps my face warm in the harsh winters. So I don't want to shave it, but it's really itchy. It's not even like a big beard, as you can see. It's just kind of like homeless scruff, but it keeps my face warm and I don't want to get rid of it. All I know is that it claimed to be Coeli Sumash, the god of the soul, and it was unlike anything I ever encountered. How much time have I spent here yammering? 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes. This is nuts. I'm so sorry. And it's all real? The astral plane, the gods, the aspects, all of it?
Yes.
Everything we've been through would lead me to believe that. Yes. Wild. I still remember when some of my friends at the academy started telling me all of that was just the stuff of fairy tales to get little kids to behave. If that's true, then I'm just as certain we're living in just such a fairy tale. Then let's hope it's the kind with a good ending.
No kidding.
Yes, let's hope. Whether or not we are may very well be up to us to determine. Who dare message me? Oh, it may very well be up to us to determine. What's your guys' opinions on people who don't like the ending of things? So they write a fanfic. I do not like those people. If you want to write a fan fiction, that's fine. But I think it's very disrespectful on some level to be like, I proclaim your ending as shit, and I will write my own ending and make it to canon in my head. And it's like, no, that's awful. What? Anyway, if that's the case, I'll do everything I can to make sure it is. I'd put a fair amount of coin on that, Alden. If I were a betting man, that is. Like Garrick? Yes, like Garrick. Garrick, cool guy. You know, I could really see the appeal in a man who communes with the gods themselves. It could have been any one of us.
Guess I'll state the obvious.
I hope you'll excuse me if I don't believe Benji would have answered everything the right way. Hey, I feel like, don't put slander on my man Benji. Pure of heart, big of dick. Okay. You leave him alone. You never know. Say what you will about Benji. The guy just keeps on winning. That's right, baby, Benji! Get that man on a fucking roulette table and he'll clean the house out. If you're referring to corn husk eating competitions measurements of brute strength, yes, he wins more than anyone I've ever met. Did you come by or something, or was that it? Just wanted to give me that one-liner? I'll admit, sometimes I don't come in with more of a plan than one-liner. You got me there. I don't believe that anymore. You don't believe that any more than I do. God's help me. I've been thinking through. Ah, the pure object horror. Alright, settle down. Can you just level with me for once? What did you come by for? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I guess I'm curious about what it was like, the Prince Gweli Sumash. I mean... Truthfully, all the stories speak of this presence, Aurora. I still don't know what I was actually seeing in there, but I felt neither of those things.
Oh, come on.
That's anticlimactic. Don't get me wrong, it was exhilarating, terrifying, incredible. A whole mix of emotions. But it was just a voice. I don't think he was really there, you know? Or maybe that's what gods are. Maybe there's no presence. I highly doubt the stories we were told as children of the gods are accurate. Maybe. I'm not trying to dwell on it too much. It couldn't have been any one of us, for the record.
You're not half bad.
You're the best of us, Irving. You may not want to hear that, but it's true. You hold the torch. We should get some rest. Alright. By the sun, Haruma, you look like you've seen a ghost. He looked in the mirror, and all of his melanin was gone. A ghost of the past, perhaps. Sometimes they come to me. Flashes of what was. I'm sure a skirmish is pale in comparison to the glory of the arena.
The arena.
Quite the opposite. Then, I fought to take down those who would challenge me. Now, we fight to preserve something we love and to create something worth loving. I still remember the first time I watched you fight. As do I.
Surely not.
Do you really? We were always informed when the royal family was intended. But Samara and I weren't meant to be there. I mean, people don't fucking know. Motherfucker, you have bright green hair. What are you talking about? That would explain why your stepmother dragged you two kicking and screaming from the stands. You remember it well, but they were too late. We saw a spectacle we came for, and it was marvelous. I contended with Rala the Adamant that day. I was such grace, it was like watching a dancer and a spider circling his prey all at once. Holy fuck. That's quite the compliment. I hope I get a compliment like that one day. That's a really good compliment. Rala was not the most challenging contender I faced. I'm glad to know I made an impression. Dude, my ears, the inside of my ear specifically.
Of course.
I wouldn't say you've ceased to do that. I can confidently speak for the rest of us when I say your technique inspires us still.
Honored.
That is kind praise, Sarah.
You are welcome.
And well deserved. If you insist, I do. Who else is Sarah? Caius! Caius, I don't think I've ever asked you. Where were you recruited? In Concordio. Did you grow up there? Born and raised, as far as I know. That is. What do you mean? I never met my parents, and the only man who ever took me in died before I could think to ask how he found me. So really, I could have been born anywhere. Understand. Sounds like you had a difficult life. I made my way. Concordio is a busy place. There are always ways to make myself useful. I had the chance to visit once, and I found it very much as you described. I was struck by the crowds. Yes, I remember that day. I was there when you arrived. Were you really, Caius? Why didn't you mention anything? I like how she's consistently surprised people know she comes. Like, this is the princess, dude. Of course people know. It's a very cute and quirky character trait. I like it. I figured it was a more important memory for me than it was for you. You probably paid lots of visits to different towns, and I was just one more face in the crowd. Actually, a visit like those are quite rare. I only made it out there after a month's worth of lobbying, and Darius was still furious when he got wind of the trip. That seems odd. Most of the locals sing the praises of the crown for months after your visit. Why would that have upset the king? Because the visit itself was a sort of formal acknowledgement of the poverty which exists in Aramor. I see. But ignoring the problem does nothing to solve it. Acknowledging it, on the other hand, is the first step to addressing it. Darius obviously felt differently. I was not permitted another visit for some time. I had no idea. For many of us, your visit was the most exciting event of our lives. Damn, these people really love their queen and their fucking royalty. Well, I'm glad to know the trip at least had a positive impact on the locals.
Well,
In light of what you shared, you were brave to make it, and you gave hope to a great many. Thank you, Caius. Let's continue that work, shall we? As you commanded. I like Sarah's characters too. She's they made a very good job doing a dignified. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's nuts. 80% resistance. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This game's not hard enough on medium difficulty for me to do that. I'm gonna give you a bitch ass the hammer. Let me see this. Tier 3. I'm not even gonna bother with the Gladius for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2. Three, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 tier 2s. That's insane that I can just do that. You know I'm giving this tier... Thought I had 1, 2, 3. Did I already spend it on someone? That was all the ones lower that needed it. Here, you can have... Interesting. These legs were meant for the sea, not the dirt. I don't think I could walk another 5 minutes, let alone another day. Well, it looks like you won't have to. Yes, this must be it. This is it? I'm not sure the side of a mountain is the best place to make camp. No, not the side of it. Inside it. There's an intricate system of caverns here. And an entrance is just up ahead.
This is fun!
Ooh, exciting. I've never been to inside a cave before. You should be far from prying eyes here. The Dillian Army scouts are instructed to avoid this area at all costs. Why is that? For their own safety. For their own safety, and we're just learning about this now. What? No, I'm quite sure I think you might have left that part out, Lincoln. I see. Well, forgive me, but whatever the reasons, I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle.
When you're ready, follow me.
Hope you're right. Stay alert, everyone. Come on, let's take a look. Hey, check this out. Wow, what's this? Some kind of war room? Dillian scouts had a presence in these mountains a very long time ago. Do you think they built this? It's possible.
Whoa there!
That would explain the dust. Perfect, like it was built just for us. Look, on the wall, it seems like someone's already mapped out a huge chunk of the caverns. There's something in this machine that's still burning. What is this?
Yourself.
None of your damn business is that what that is.
What?
Weapons! Get your dainty fingers away from my map. A dwarf. There's a dwarf. The Dillian army is afraid of a dwarf? Not just any dwarf, mind ye. Fenton the Troll Trampler, Goblin Grinder, and Hobgoblin Hobbler. I reckon I put quite a dent in any army, with the right hammer, of course. Please, Fenton, the Goblin God. Man's has a taste for the finer things in life. I assure you, we mean no harm to you or your people. Ah, my people. Even I mean no harm to my people now and again. You really ought to meet some of them.
Right.
Oh, that's quite alright. No need for that. Well, there aren't any here now. I've got a taste for adventure as far as dwarves go. Venturing this far south, or... maybe I shouldn't have said that. Not to worry, we're... clearly the trespassers here. Sure, we can find another place to set up camp. We'll be on our way. Well, wait! Said we were looking for a place to make camp? That's right.
Huh?
It is safe here. I have plenty of food and provisions, if you like. Perhaps you could stay a while, for a price, naturally. Journey here is around a stride of our coin, I'm afraid. Then mayhaps you can repay me with a favor. What kind of favor? Well, I just had a small problem. I spent last year tracking down my inheritance. Only I've had some trouble getting to it. You mentioned you were short on coin? Let me be clear. This here's my claim, but if you help me secure it all, I'll oblige you. Say, a 10% covenant. Fair is fair, after all, and a lot of you seem strong enough.
Don't get greedy.
Irving, if this inheritance is of any significance, it might just be the break we need.
Good work.
Fenton, if we assist you, might we be able to make this place a more permanent home?
Aye.
Of course, once I got from what I came for, I'll leave the whole place to you. Oh, this is a real thrill. I've waited a long time for this. Come, I'll lead the way. Hang on, just what kind of problems are we dealing with exactly? You'll see, no time for chit-chat. Gold, platinum, silver, they don't rust. You can thank Varden for that, but copper corrodes. Best not to waste any time. Fenton, wait! Got a motherfucking dragon? Now there she is, minor dragon kid. Not like the biggins out east. A dragon? And that's a small one? Aye, small, but fearsome nonetheless. Hope we get to pick our 10%, or what's left of it. If by we, you mean who's left of us. Friends, we have no reason to fear. We're more than capable, and surprise is on our side. Ah! I like how you put it. Well, I figured out to help in slaying and whatnot. Can't risk all you dying and losing my chance to my inheritance. Of course. I'm gonna make him another defender. Well, we can all be legends in our own right. Watch and learn, little man. Legendary. Fascinating. Between the two, he's more useful. Do not want you in any capacity. You are such a fucking pain in the ass. Yeah, so who do I don't want you. Pick you though. Okay, so I Mav, you, Benji, you. Hell yeah, baby. I'll let horsemen go in the back. Adam Maris is going to different from his inheritance. Fuck.
Please clap.
Oh shit.
More work?
I don't know, I actually want to see something real quick. Was this guy a mandatory unit? He is, okay. I just want to make sure. Oh fuck, I'm stupid. Oh.
Please clap.
Such an easy target.
Hell yeah, baby.
Aye?
Now, the might of Threlisar!
Oh.
I've got a lot to learn.
Even now, the arena is with me.
Fuck yeah.
It's all falling into place.
Whatever you need.
Right away.
Oh shit. They actually attacked with that one.
Onward.
How can I assist?
Aye?
Holy shit.
You're asking for it!
Well, the fact that it's not fighting back makes this stupid easy.
Benji's always ready.
Like how a dragon only does 14 damage to homie Benji.
You've had your chance!
Fuck yeah, baby.
Dynamic duo coming through!
I like those odds.
Thought you'd never ask. Thought you'd never ask.
Huh. Yeah, I'm just abusing this poor dragon at this point.
With every shot, progress.
Hell yeah.
It is willed.
Ouch. Damn. That was quick as fuck though. What in the goddamn?
By your grace, Fane.
Oh shit.
Such an easy target! With every shot, progress.
Pretty sure I usually use, what's her bucket?
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
It will be done.
Oh, all right.
Thought you'd never ask.
Oh, it glitched. It's buggy as hell.
Meeting expectations.
All yours.
Aye?
Here to help.
Well, that was quite rude.
falling into place.
Let's get going.
Yeah, I'll just keep wailing on the dragon, I guess.
Even now, the arena is with me.
Hell yeah.
I've got a lot to learn.
My shield is yours. My shield is yours.
It is willed.
This should be fun.
Not bad, not bad.
Hell yeah.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
God, I'm tired. You leave homie alone.
With every shot, progress.
Honored.
All yours. Can do.
Oh shit, that wasn't the killing blow. Oh, there it is.
You really are lucky to have me.
Great, Skira. No one is going to believe this. I can hardly believe it myself. I can, and what a worthwhile reward it is. Feel free to help yourself to anything in that far corner there. It's all yours. It looks like more 5% than 10.
Don't get greedy.
Hey, it's 10. Trust me, I've got a knack for these things. Perhaps I'm starting to feel like nearly getting burnt to a crisp entitles me to a bit more than 10%.
Watch yourself.
I never renegotiated a word, blah blah blah. No, Fenton, this won't be necessary. I think that share will be plenty, thank you.
Aye.
Yes, very good. I don't suppose I could load all this into cart. Might take quite a few trips. Say, friends, would you have some time on your hands? I could use some help transporting all this back home.
Fool.
We have some rather important matters to attend to, dwarf. Why don't you call in some of your own kind? Psh, I wouldn't trust any of them with a hunk of iron. Was not out of the question, Fenton, but presently, Monroe's right. We do have some very pressing tasks. Well, that being the case, I think I'd like to stick around a bit longer, if you wouldn't mind having me. Best keep an eye on things till you're ready for your little trip.
It could work.
I don't think anyone would object. If we're going to make it home, we'll need a good name for the place. The Marrows is a wee bit off-putting to visitors. I believe that's the idea. Any suggestions? Marrowhold. You humans sure are creative. I suppose to the point. I like it. Alden, Marrowhold it is. Now I'd say we've all earned ourselves a good night's rest. Let's take the time to settle into our new home. Hell yeah. Our biggest advantage is that nobody knows we're back. That's not going to last long. They'll find out eventually, whether we make a move or not. Striking fast is our best bet.
Well,
I love what you've done with this place. That dragon does make a great mantelpiece. Good to see you again, Irene.
good news.
And you, I have good news. A lead and some time, and a time-sensitive one of that. Allow me to introduce Elia Valerieltir, the younger sister of the Tiana Valerieltir. Welcome, Elia.
Thank you.
What in the fuck? Thank you. I wasn't sure who to turn to. It's a good thing Irene overheard me in a tavern a few nights back. As you know, the prison at Dervin House has housed hundreds of the most dangerous stallions who have resisted the throne's tyranny. Dervin. I've heard that name before. We all have. It's the most infamous prison in Delia. It's also run by Aelia's sister. And you can bet she has more of a humanitarian streak than Varric. She's just following orders. If she doesn't go through with it, they'll lock her up with the rest of them. Hold on a minute. Go through with what exactly? She's received orders from the king. She has until the end of Vigorsun to execute every prisoner as Dervin. Holy fuck, for real?
It can't be.
Gods, has it truly gone this bad? He says a word and hundreds die. Where's the justice? That's nuts. Why the prison though? I don't get it. I guess maybe because it's a good stronghold. Why? Everyone else looks so in place, and then you have this weird, like, anime chick. Just as rests in her hands, that much has never been clearer.
Please!
Listen, I know she doesn't want to do it. She made that obvious when she let slip that she was nervous about the shipment of Ignasium coming into Candace at the end of the week. What is Ignasium, exactly? It's an extremely volatile alchemical reagent, manufactured in Naja, a dangerous substance.
How far?
And how Fen, magic is forbidden anywhere near it. It's possible for a mage to induce a reaction simply by concentrating too hard. Oh, great. Actually, Alden used to practice with it at the academy.
Joke.
You can't be serious. What's astounding is that was allowed, and more astounded yet that he's still here. Well, that does explain a few things. Good, it sounds like you'll know how to make it do what it does best. When the delivery is made, they'll store it just behind the main gate before it's hauled off the armory. There should be plenty enough to blow the doors, clean off the hinges.
It's not that simple.
Hold on, there's one of the heaviest fortified prisons in the country. This means we have our way in, but I'm not so sure about our way out. If you round up prisoners fast enough, you shouldn't have much trouble leading them right out the front door. And if reinforcements arrive? Dervin's got a few tricks up his iron sleeves, smaller hatches you should be able to access once you're inside. If you give me a scroll, I can sketch them out for you. And what about Tiana? I know my sister. If you get away, she won't pursue. She'll follow your orders to the word inside the prison, but once you're out and running, you're no longer a problem.
That's it.
We can't let those people die. If we hesitate to save them, we may as well have never came back.
Good man.
I agree. Strike fast with plans to escape. We run very little risk. I'll get you out, and if I might add something, I know you can't guarantee anything, but if you can employ it, please don't hurt Tiana. She never wanted to be in this position. We'll do everything we can to make sure your sister remains unharmed. Thank you for bringing this to us, Elia. I know it can't have been easy.
Right away.
I pray they have not already begun. I'm gonna try to make it another hour. I'm super tired. It's currently 2 o'clock in the morning. I actually started streaming really late, which was my bad. But you know how it be. Ooh. I had shit to do. I'm actually currently working on drawing. I'm writing a book and I'm improving my drawing skills so eventually I can make a comic about something else I want to make. The end goal is just to be a creator and curator of stories. It's more of having the time and money to do that, as well as streaming and uploading the VODs to YouTube, and at some point I'm probably gonna have to make a social media. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit I'm doing, managing currently. As well as spending time with my wife, taking care of the animals, the house. Housework is a big one. I need a lot. Ooh. Ooh. Hey Maeve, Faust and I have been having this debate, and I was wondering if you could settle it for us. Please, enlighten me. Faust says you're a half-elf because both your parents are half-elves, but I thought your mom was a human and your dad was an elf.
Actually,
Neither is quite right, but perhaps, unsurprisingly, you're much closer. The human part comes from my father's side.
huh?
So it was a human that married an elf woman?
That's correct.
Yes, many years ago. They knew his life was short, but what could he be done? He was in love. Listen, man. I do it too. So he's gone now. We lost him just before I began my education. But I was blessed to have him for a father all the same. He did everything he could to put me through all those years in academia. I'm sorry, Maeve. Sure, that was here. I know Marin was pretty disappointed when our parents couldn't come home for her trials. That must have been after Varric suspended non-medical leaves. You'd know better than me. It's a shame the king's wrath impacts your family so directly. But don't despair, we'll make it right. When there are no more wars for your parents to fight, they'll return home once more. That will be a happy day. Indeed, it will. Now you're rather tall for a dwarf, aren't you, Fenton? Our standards high. I'm as big as as they come, in one dimension anyway.
Aye.
Just the one? Aye. Bro doesn't operate on a three-dimensional scale.
That's cute.
Pity. Have you known many dwarves? Whoa, hold on. She has a midget fetish. I like how her character develops. Yeah, she's a good character. Because she has like she's like the flirty princess and she just does shit and she wants her kingdom back and whatever, and that's the whole thing. I just wish more of it was fleshed out with her. Because she's a good character. She has the potential to be great though. You know what I mean? Have you known many dwarves? Not as many as I might like.
No.
She wants the 7 hobbits, dude. I'm telling you. You seem to know a bit about our people. A girl learns a thing or two when she's locked in a library for half an eternity. Many a dwarven play helped me pass the time. Corella and Grugnar was a personal favorite. Oh, so she got her idea from fan fictions and plays. I see. Smut. I know it well. It was Grugnar's tall stature, actually, that helped him convince Corella he was a human like her. You think with a name like Grugnar, she might have figured it out. It's a rather traditional dwarven name. I can only assume she wasn't half as well read as you, Lady Sloan. Many are not. Tell me, when they perform the play in Everhearth, do they usually cast a human actor to serve play Corellia? I gotta go fill up my water. I had acid reflux and it like reburned. I can feel it. Like it reburned my throat scars. So now I have to drink a shitload of water or else they'd. It's hard to describe, man. I can't feel pain. It's like a scratchy, like. This is not a relatable experience to anyone. But if you've ever spilled acid and it's just like that sensation of it melting, and then you like wash your hands and it's still kind of like raw there, and you're like, oh man, that's a very unique. That's what that feels like. Anyway, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'll wait. Ooh. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Not that I've seen. It's always a Sheila and stilts. Huh. Interesting that they would go through all that trouble. Makes a lot easier to perform the scene where they resize Corella. Oh yes. Might have forgotten about that. Hey Iris, I asked around about the meaning behind manifesting with lightning. Great, and what did Lincoln say? Technically, nothing. When I brought it up, he told me I was confusing him with someone else. Pretty sure he's wrong about that. But poor guy, there's a lot on his mind right now.
That sounds right.
Oh, I understand. Don't worry about it. It's not that important, really.
Not even.
Hey now, no need to give up just yet. I was able to ask Corvin about it. And after a few unnecessary citations, he explained it to me just fine. Nice! Your persistence paid off. Always does. Anyway, he said lightning was a sign of a determined spirit and the capacity to achieve great power, but it can also mean a person tends to bottle things up inside until the cork pops.
I should have known.
Fascinating. I don't know about all that great power stuff, but otherwise I'd say it describes me pretty well.
What now?
Don't go shortchanging yourself. You might be the most potent adept I've ever met. Aw, come on, Bianca. Hey, Faye Lannel sucks ass. Don't you dare fucking compare yourself to that guy. He is the worst adept unit I've gotten. Rumi is okay. Well, serious.
If you say so.
What about soul magic? Do you remember what that's supposed to represent? Yes, a person is empathetic, compassionate, sociable. But they can also easily get stuck in their own head. That's accurate. You're very social, Bianca. I know. I could work on the empathy and compassion. Wait, that's not what I meant. Well, whether you did or not, it's true, to be honest. I think Elias fits that description a lot better than I do. Yeah, man, sure. Was soul magic his first element?
Could be.
No, I think it was fire. I'd have to check.
I'm not sure.
Ah, God, I think it was fire. Ah, got it. What's that supposed to mean? Strong feeling, passion, wrath, something like that. Wrath. Maybe Varric was an adept all along. I wouldn't be too shocked to find that out. I'd rather not have him giving us a bad name. Yeah, that's the last thing we need in Delia. You think they make good Delia meats? My fat ass wants a sandwich so bad, dude. Arrowhome. I like it. It's accurate to the point, and yet it has some charm to it. Well chosen, my friend.
Yep.
Thanks. It just sort of came to me when we were standing around trying to figure out what to call it. Ah, a bolt of inspiration then. Have you considered taking up poetry? It might suit you.
Are you sure?
Maybe. I think Corvin wants me to do it.
Right.
I'm sure he does. Be careful what you choose to share with him, Alden. I have a feeling it'll all end up in some book. You think he wants to publish all our secrets? I'm not sure he can help it. Writing's in his blood. Comes as easily as thinking for some. I'll never understand it. That definitely would have come in handy back at the academy. I often thought the same.
You're really something.
You know, Alden, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. You become a mage of impressive prowess in the span it takes most to learn how to form their first spell. You should be very proud.
Huh?
He doubted me. I never actually knew that. That I'm embarrassed to admit it, but it's true. I'm not usually one to offer much advice, but let me say this. Never take someone else's doubt to mean that you ought to doubt yourself. Instead, see it as an opportunity to exploit an error in their judgment, or a challenge to strengthen you. It's one thing I wish I'd heard long before I discovered it. That's good advice. I'll try to remember that if I start doubting myself. Very good. I hope you'll find it serves you well. All right, Lincoln. Sir, how's that?
Good man.
An unexpected spot of decency. Excellent. You're welcome. Now let me ask you a question. Is it about your training? I have a close eye on your performance, and I say you're coming along quite well. I appreciate it, but no, it's actually more of a hypothetical. I've never found much use for such things, but I imagine you've made up your mind about asking it regardless.
Right.
That's right. We're getting to know each other so well. Isn't it wonderful? Is that your question? No, no. All right. So you're a man of honor, aren't you, Lincoln?
Indeed.
I strive to be. Very good. Now let's imagine you're escorting a handful of kids to escape a siege. You see a guard ahead on the run and tell the children to hide in the brush. The guard spots you and asks if there's anyone with you. Do you lie in order to keep the children safe, or do you hand them over? Neither. I was trained not to prevail by treachery.
Are you sure?
Then what would you do?
With honor.
Stand my ground and fight. Suppose the guard has a small army with him. All the same.
You're
Fuck.
really something.
Foolish, but consistent at least. I have to leave you that. Yeah, he's getting slaughtered, Duck. Well, I suppose I lie. The guard may choose to doubt me regardless and search the area. Then I've stained my honor. And for what? It's a grave error to think we have control over anything beyond our own conduct. I'm not sure I agree, but I suppose that's something I hadn't thought of. It's good that you've taken interest in such thing, Garrick. Matters of right judgment, these are all thoughts worthy of the mind. What a relief! My commanding officer finally approves of my thoughts. Perhaps I've learned a short release from my kitchen duties. Yes, perhaps you have.
Well, what do you know?
There's that smile. I told you, just a matter of time. In that case, it seems you were right, regrettably. Oh. Irving, you've done a noble thing putting together a group like this. Honestly, I'm not sure how you managed to get everyone to cooperate. It can't have been easy. Thanks. But I can hardly claim credit for myself. Seems other would freely give it to you. That's the first I've heard of it. Humility is yet another mark of a skilled leader. If you're trying to conceal your importance in all this, I can hardly say it's working. Ah, I guess not. Perhaps discretion is a skill I can learn from you. Everyone must guard their secrets, sometimes for the good of others. Right now, it seems like I would do a great deal for the good of others if more secrets were brought to light. You search for answers, I understand. I have many questions myself. But answers come in their own time, and patience is a faithful servant to those who avail themselves of
It's
it.
not that simple.
If we must wait, so be it. But that's no excuse for inaction. Indeed not. And between the aspects you've gathered and the strange events of our time, there is much to attend to, which is why, while we both wait, you can be assured of my assistance. Good. We need all the help we can get. Sarah and Sloane. So, say this revolution goes right. What do the two of us become then? Political peers, though I would hope friends as well. Hard for political peers to stay friends across borders like the ones that separate the two of us.
It's simply politics.
Only if you let it be hard, we aren't shackled to the actions of our predecessors. All it takes for us to set a good precedent together.
Oh, come on.
Are you truly such an optimist? I don't understand how you aren't an optimist. Seems like it's such a dreary way to live. Depressing, even. Depressing as the gallows at Valburn Estate in Silvergarden. Being a realist isn't depressing in the slightest. And here I thought you didn't get anything from your father. If you knew the venom of that remark, I trust you wouldn't have spoken it. It's out of line. I'm sorry. Look, I want us to be friends. There's nothing standing in the way. We spent so much time fighting, I don't actually know that you and I have spent any time actually talking. That's one way things go sometimes, isn't it? Shame. Tell me, what do you do to occupy yourself before our grand adventure? Constant research and a good deal of studying. I'm a bit of bookworm. Samara, too.
I'm intrigued.
A bit. We're going to teach you to have some fun, then. How does that
We
sound?
must.
The legendary Sloane Valmiran, consider my interest piqued. She's going to teach her how to flirt. And then they'll be the best of friends. You gotta believe in these things. Naturally, fucking... all of my goddamn magic users get this shit first. In searching for a new home, the party defeats a dragon, blah, 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 blah. How about that for an entrance? Is somebody ever going to parent this child? Thank the gods, looks like we made it in time. Don't speak too soon. Looks like we're definitely towing the line. They've already taken some of the prisoners to the gallery. What do you suggest?
Well,
I did some recon work here several years ago. We aren't going to have any choice but to storm through this block of soldiers. Hopefully we can catch a breather on the bridge.
Now what?
So as the plan, we need to get going and fast. We should let the prisoners in this block out as we come through. We don't know where reinforcements will come from, so no sense coming back to them later. It's all well and good, but we should also consider booking it for the bridge. The sooner we get ahead, the less chance our friends in chains go kaput. Honestly, the longer we stand here, the less chance they have either way. Our plan only lasts until the first blow is struck, right?
No time.
Caius is right. We need to move.
to arms!
To arms, friends. We've got a prison to liberate. That we do. I do not want you, you. Deciding if I want you. Why the fuck did they seal one of my healers away? What in the goddamn? What the fuck? I gotta decide. I gotta make a hard decision here. Whether I want a second defender or not. I have to choose between Helena and Fenton. Here's the thing, I'd rather just have Helena as my knight. I'm trying, broski. Oh shit, there's 2 new units right there. So essentially, I kind of want to go around or separate into 2 teams. You know what that means? Here's my thinking. I have Benji. And I have quite a bit of fucking everything else. This is also a really small party, all things considered. Because usually I think I have room for 1 more melee character. In there. No, I don't. This is all the shit. A lot of the levels require... oh, well, a decent amount require soldiers who can have that movement speed, right?
Would hate to be you right now.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, hold on, I can actually go fucking just attack this dude real quick.
Now, press the attack.
She's using dual Zweihanders, this is nuts. I just realized that. It's crazy. Fuck. That was fast.
Not bad, not bad.
I'll take point.
So I'd rather just have Benji. You know? Or actually, it'd be easier to have one of you.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, this guy can take a lot of fucking punishment. There we go.
Too easy.
I should hypothetically kill his ass. Yeah. There, fucking hit the priest. Because I don't like him.
Wish I could do that.
There we go.
Glad you're okay.
Ouch! Fuck!
Now, the might of Threllisar.
I didn't realize they'd fucking immediately kick her ass. Ouch. Yeah, baby. Oh, thank God. I was like, if I have to start this shit over, I'm going to fucking bed. Ooh. Benji, go fuck him up. 10,000 fucking pigeons. Eat this man.
Am I needed?
You are needed. Well, if you're gonna fucking be that way, just hit him with a molten globe. Call it Gucci and the Gucci, dude. I should have, perhaps been a bit less reckless with that one.
I'll take point.
Well played.
What was I thinking?
What in the fuck? Kind of fucking bullshit.
Right
You
away.
can fucking go heal this chick. Hell yeah. And I got a Ferret's Fury on that one.
Thought you'd never ask.
My shield is yours. Draw near to the light.
This comes out so fucking quick, dude. It's nuts.
Whatever you need. I know I can be strong.
I don't know if I want to risk it for the biscuit, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that.
Yours. This should be fun.
Ah, fuck, and you got a crit. Shit. Alright, man. Oh, fuck, I am tired, dude. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a great one and a good night. I would play more, but like I said, I'm super tired. Yeah.